What's going on, Disc Nation? This is Ken here to give you a tour of Taylor Mountain. Taylor Mountain's a regional park with cows. Gotta love cows. First, some stats on me and my wife, which you'll see in this video to kind of calibrate what you're seeing. And now we'll talk about where's Taylor Mountain. Well, Taylor Mountain is in Northern California proper, up in the Santa Rosa area. And it is a regional park in the sense that it is pretty much just hiking trails and biking trails, and then of course a really cool disc golf course. When you come into Taylor Mountain, you're going to follow a road that's going to make you think that you're lost, but keep following it. You'll head back into the hills. You'll come along the bottom of the screen here, head up a pretty steep hill, and then you're going to want to park somewhere in the middle of the parking lot if you can. It's really the safest place for you to park your car, which will make sense in just a second. And then you're going to head back the way you came in, dodge some cars, practice on the putting area, and then head over to number one. Number one is, by the way, there's going to be some signs missing as we go along, quite a bit of them actually. So you're only going to get a few signs, but number one straight ahead, and as you can see, the cars are on the left here. I'm not going to say I've seen somebody hit a car. I've seen several somebodies hit several cars, so make sure your car's in the middle. But the first disc basket here is pretty much straight ahead, so try to play something safe, straight or a little bit right to left, anywhere in the middle here, and you'll have a good shot at you're getting a birdie. Then you're gonna hang it right over to number two. Really like this hole. It's a lot of fun, and this pole on the right here couldn't be in a better position. seems like it's right where you don't want it to be. But there are several lines, of course. You could go left to right or right to left or go straight at it. You're going to watch me throw something a little bit right to left and get a little frisky with the basket and crush a rock. And I'm going to think that's close and really be happy with it, but you're going to be interested to see where it actually ended up. My wife's going to throw the left route here. But yeah, it's kind of a soft downhill shot. It's really easy to throw it too far, by the way, or a little bit too far right. So you definitely want to pay attention to the distance and try to keep it somewhere near the basket. So we're going to head down here, and we're going to take a look at how well protected this basket is. And remember how my disc landed about here. Well, in reality, you're going to watch me wander way over there. So the rocks win this round. And I just want to kind of prep you for something amazing that you're about to see here, just as soon as I wait for these cars to go by. But what you're about to see here is me making a putt. So you saw it here first, folks. Write it down. Ken made a putt. But anyway, you'll hang right over to the right here. You'll come to number three, which is really pretty much all about this tunnel shot on the left side of this tree. So really your only objective here, because it's slightly uphill and the tree is kind of low, is to try to miss it. So anywhere past the tree and you'll be in really good shape, but it does kind of funnel left to right, as you can see, and the basket is again protected again by the rocks, so you do kind of want to pay attention to where you're landing your putts. You're going to hang left back towards the way you came, just up a little bit to number four. Number four actually has two positions. As I mentioned, there's not a lot of signage out here. They're all gone for some reason, but I'm going to do my best to show you where I think all the baskets are. Definitely two on this hole. The one on the right I tend to like a little more because it's kind of fun to fire a shot up into these logs that we're about to walk past here, and it gives you kind of an interesting putt from there. And I will hang it right. There it is there. And then up on the left here is kind of one of the newer positions. A little more protected. Then you'll head down the hill to number five. Number five, I'm only aware of one position on this hole. It is pretty far. Excuse me. It's 350 or so. And it's not so much that it's a difficult shot. Obviously, it's wide open, and a little bit right to left or straight at it will work as well. But the thing is that the area where the basket is super, super hard pan. So a spotter's not a bad idea. I've seen many a disc roll down this hill to the right. So do pay attention to your landing angle. Otherwise, you'll be heading down here twice. So this time we're going to be heading down to number 6. Number 6, I'm aware of 2 positions on this hole. The road on the right here is OB, so you will want to pay attention to that. Although it's fairly protected by all the trees. This again is a tunnel shot, but as you can see, the tunnel is way down here, so it's towards the end of the flight, so it makes it kind of a fun shot. Otherwise, the baskets are kind of lined up right in a row here. There's the front one, and then there's the back one there, which we're headed for today. And when you're done here, you make your putt, as my wife does there. Hang a left up the hill a little bit to number 7. Only aware of 1 basket for this particular hole, and really the only thing to pay attention to is there's a Mando, our old Mando friend there, so you need to be left of that pole when you throw for it. Otherwise it's pretty straightforward, kind of uphill, soft left to right shot. There are people that like to throw 7 and 8 at the same time. I say get your exercise, just play 7 and then play 8. But that's just me. And that's what we're going to see why in just a second here, because we're going back the way we came. So here's number 8. If number 7 wasn't steep enough, number 8 is steeper. There's 2 positions here for the baskets. Again, they're kind of pretty close together. Really, your only obstacle is that tree on the left, so anything straight or a little bit right, and you'll be fine. It's really just the uphillness. It's the other obstacle on this particular hole. But here's the front position, and there's the back one, as you can see in the back there. And then you'll hang a left when you're done here. Just a short walk around to number 9. I really like this shot, even though it is kind of a tricky shot. You can just barely see the basket in the top of the hill, and obviously it's very steep, going right to left down this hill. But if you get it anywhere up near the basket, chances are it'll kind of hang up around here, or those logs on the left will catch it. So it's a fun shot, just don't be left. And then you're going to head up the hill to the right to number 10. And number 10 is a finesse shot. It's not very far. It's only maybe 200 feet. But it drops off as soon as you crest the hill. So you need to throw something kind of soft so that it'll kind of land soft, or else it's really easy to just sail it, right over the top of the basket, and then who knows what's going to happen from here. And when you're done here, go back the way you came, hang a right to number 11, one of our top of the world shots here, and that's a good place to kind of air out your favorite disc. There are 2 positions on this particular hole, but really all you need to pay attention to is being below the basket. You're going to watch this gentleman here who I happen to catch. He's going to show us the way. This is a great shot, right in there. That's really where you want your disc to be. Really for either position, because they're both generally in that area, and really you're just trying to hit that opening so that the trees don't block you, on your second shot. The other thing I'll say about this hole is the course crew loves to put this basket on an elevated pole, which is mean because this hole is hard enough without throwing at a basket 10 feet off the ground. But there's the 2 positions there. As you can see, they're fairly protected, and oh my goodness, what's about to happen? That's right, folks. Ken made 2 putts in one day. So it's unreal. So you head to the left when you're done. Come to another favorite of mine. I like this. Oh, it just seems to kind of fit my eye for some reason. But I really like this hole, is because you can just fire something out, to the right a little bit, let it come back left, and the chances are you'll be pretty close to the basket. And even if you get stuck behind that log, it's kind of a fun putt, putting over the log. I don't know, I just like it for some reason. But I like this hole. When you're done, head straight ahead, and I'll take you to 13. And 13 is another fun shot. I like this one as well. But you do have to pay attention to the fact that the ground is falling away from you the whole time. So you're pretty much throwing downhill. There's my wife kind of showing the straight ahead lefty-righty action. And then I'm going to show you why you should let the basket behind this one clear before you throw. So 17's behind this hole. And I'm scaring some people back there because I just cooked this and threw it a little bit too hard. So do pay attention to the people coming off 17 to make sure you don't scare them like I just did. But again, it's a fun shot. Say hi to the cows when you're over here. Cows need love too. And when you're done, bouncing your disc around on these rocks, you're going to hang a right and make sure that you go left of the tree to the tee, because 18 tees on the other side of this tree. So left of the tree will take you to 14. And 14 is a really long, kind of a tough shot because it's so far and the hill is so steep. But what you want to do is kind of be anywhere in the middle, as far up this hill as you can get. I tend to land like towards the top of the hill, but anywhere sort of right in here, and you'll have a good shot at the basket on your second throw. And there's a little bit of room on the back, so don't worry about going like too far. And then hang a left, and that'll take you to 15. Another favorite of mine out here. There are two positions here. I actually really like the front position. Not a huge fan of the second position because it's fairly guarded straight ahead and on the left side. And I'm going to show you something else not to do right here. And this is when you should always listen to Dikembe and not talk yourself out of the disc you usually throw just because the wind's blowing a little bit, which I'm going to do, and you're going to watch me turn it over. So I'm going to end up just a little too far to the right. It's not too bad though, considering that basket's a little more open on the right side, but definitely not the result I was looking for. But I really like this shot because it's a little tunnely, but you can really sort of unload, and it's just a touch downhill, you know, where the baskets are. So it's a fun shot. I like it. But we'll take a look at the front position, which is right there. And then the one on the right, you can actually see it already. But as you can see, it's a lot more protected than the other one. And when you're done here, you're going to actually go back the way you came, back over towards number 7, then follow the path around. That'll take you to number 16. Number 16 is hard. Just going to say that. It's straight uphill, very protected. So really your goal is just to throw something straight. Just try to get it as far up the hill as you can. Stay straight, a little bit low, and then hopefully land it like somewhere in here, you know, so you have a shot at this front position, and then the back position is even more protected. We'll take a look at that right there. So it's a tough shot. Head straight ahead when you're done. That'll take you over to 17. So I like this shot too, and the best tip I can give you for this hole is however hard you think you need to throw it, subtract 25%. Because it is really easy to just sail it over that fence at the bottom of this hole. So this is me. As you can see, I'm not really throwing it that hard, and it's right on the basket. So it's really easy to throw it too hard. I'm going to watch my wife here take the left route, up over the tree there. And she's going to drop it right in the middle where she wants it. But yeah, it's a fun shot. I really like it, but it's really easy to throw it too hard. So that's my tip for you on that one. And as I mentioned, this is the basket behind the one we were throwing at earlier. So, you know, be paying attention to people like me who are throwing discs too hard and coming from the left there. So when you're done here, you can see it's elevated today just for a little more fun. You'll hang a right to the right side of the tree this time. That'll take you to 18. 18 is the only real legit par 4 on the course. I think it's a par 4. The sign's gone, and I can't remember, but it's pretty far. So I'm assuming it's a par 4. But again, you're going to want to throw it anywhere between the trees here. Just get it to the top of this hill so that you can see the basket. And mine's usually landing about here, and that puts you about 120 away from the basket at this point. And then you have a nice view for your second shot, and hopefully walk away with a birdie to finish your round. So that's it, folks. That's Taylor Mountain. Hopefully you see that it's a fun course, lots of variety here, and hope to see you out there. And as always, thank you for watching.